Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are in good health and taking great care of yourself. Welcome back to our English class. So, students, we are done with our chapter. We have already completed the explanation once in our live class also. And we completed reading 1, that is on page 134, question number 1 and 2. Right, we have already completed these two exercises, that is reading 1, MCQs and question answers. So today we would be looking for reading 2. Now in reading 2, the questions are such that you can answer it by yourself also. I would just give you the sample answers, but it's not necessary that you have to write down the same one. You can write by yourself also. So let's start our today's class. The first question is, foreshadowing is a literary tool that authors use to give the readers a hint about future events. So I hope that you know what literary devices are. Literary devices are the techniques or methods which are used by the authors and the poets to fulfill their purpose of what they are trying to say. Right? You might have studied before, or now onwards you would be studying different literary devices which are basically used in the poem, जैसे कि simile, metaphor, personification, alliteration, repetition. There are many of them. Now out of that we studied simile in question number 2, right? अभी ये जो दूसरा वाला लिटरेरी टूल है वो है फोरशैडोइंग. सो फोरशैडोइंग का मतलब क्या होता है? टू गिव अ रीडर अ हिंट अबाउट फ्यूचर इवेंट्स. दैट मीन्स टू टॉक अबाउट समथिंग. यू डोंट गिव फुल डिस्क्रिप्शन, लेकिन हिंट मिल जाता है कि फ्यूचर में क्या होने वाला है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, बट दे वर मच मिस्टेकन. What other evidence can you find in the text that shows how the author foreshadows Lob's constant return? So let's see the answer for this. This answer would be similar, so you can just write it down, the one which I would be sharing with you. So let's see the answer. So let's see the answer number 1. There are many examples of foreshadowing in the story with regards to Lob's constant return to Sandy. Right at the beginning of the story, the lines "It began on the beach" establishes that the relationship between Sandy and Lob is very significant one. So that is in the starting. That is the first line. Not the first line. Yes, I think it was the first line, right? No, that wasn't the first line, but that's where the story starts. और वहीं पे उन्होंने डिसाइड कर लिया था कि उनका जो रिलेशनशिप था दोनों के बीच का वो काफ़ी स्ट्रॉन्ग था. The second one is, the Pengali children went home thinking they had seen the last of Lob, but they were much mistaken. So here they were again showing that the meeting with Lob was not the last one. जो पहली बार मिले थे वही last meeting नहीं थी. This line foreshadows the first time that Lob found his way to Sandy's house. We know that Lob will not simply go away from the description of an unhappy looking Lob with drooping ears and tails, being led away at the station by his owner. Sure enough, Lob returns, and the line "history was repeating itself" foreshadows Lob's repeated returns and walking more than 400 miles from Liverpool to Cornwall to be with Sandy. Right? After 9 years together, he and Sandy still loved one another devotedly. So what does this line shows? It again reinforces the Lob's eternal devotion to Sandy. क्योंकि उसी के वजह से, as you know, कि जो चीज़ सुपर नेचुरल थी, राइट? हमने जो चैप्टर का एंडिंग देखा, डैट वॉज सुपर नेचुरल, और यू कैन सी इट वॉज काइंड ऑफ मिरेकल विच यू माइट नॉट बी एबल टू बिलीव बिकॉज there is no such thing where ghost can come. But yes, in this story it was a ghost. It was the soul of Lob who came to awaken Sandy from the unconsciousness, right? वो तो ऑलरेडी मर चुका था, फिर भी वो आया. सो यहाँ पे वही दिखा रहा है कि वो लोग एक दूसरे को डिवोटेडली प्यार करते थे. The last time that we met Lob in the story, these words spoken by Granny Pierce tells us that Lob will always return to Sandy. You think you can keep him out with your fiddling rules and regulations? This line foreshadows his final, inexplicable meeting with Sandy, one that takes place after his death. मतलब लॉब की डेथ के बाद ये जो फाइनल मीटिंग थी, राइट, जब लॉब आया था सैंडी को मिलने, that was the ghost of Lob. It wasn't Lob himself because he already died on the spot when the truck hit them, right? So वही चीज़ यहाँ पे है कि तुम्हारे रूल्स रेगुलेशंस से कुछ नहीं होने वाला है, वो दोनों मिलने ही वाले हैं. अभी उसको उस वक्त मालूम नहीं था कि फ्यूचर क्या है, कि वो तो ऑलरेडी मर चुका है, फिर भी वो मिलने आया है. लेकिन ये जो लाइंस है वो दिखाती है कि जो फाइनल फ्यूचर है वो काफ़ी अलग था. इट वॉज क्वाइट सुपर नेचुरल. ओके, नाउ लेट्स सी क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. हाउ डज द ऑथर क्रिएट अ सेंस ऑफ सस्पेंस यूजिंग द डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ द सेटिंग? सो हियर द हिंट इज सेटिंग एंड वेदर. सो the author creates a sense of suspense almost from the beginning of the story while describing the village where Pengalis live. The lines, "The village was approached by a narrow, steep, twisting hill road and guarded by a notice that said, 'Low gear for 1.5 miles and dangerous to cyclists,' alert us to some dramatic and unfortunate event ahead. Since it is so out of place in an otherwise pleasant descriptive passage." सो ये जो लाइंस है पूरे पैसेज के अंदर वो काफ़ी ड्रामेटिक है और पूरा बाकी का जो पैरा है वो काफ़ी अलग है, लेकिन उसमें ये लाइंस ऐड की हुई है जस्ट टू शो कि इन फ्यूचर कुछ बुरा होने वाला है. ठीक है. एंड जस्ट बिफोर द एक्सीडेंट द ऑथर यूजेस द डिस्क्रिप्शंस ऑफ द वेदर टू क्रिएट सस्पेंस. We are told that it was a wet, windy dusk. राइट, जो दूसरा पोर्शन है स्टोरी का स्टार्ट होता है उससे पहले ही यही लिखा हुआ था कि द विंड वॉज हाउलिंग एंड इट वॉज अ ग्रेट स्टॉर्म कमिंग ओवर देयर. द विंड वॉज हाउलिंग थ्रू द श्राउड्स ऑफ द बोट ड्रॉन अपॉन द हार्ड. सो सस्पेंस और टेंशन वहीं पर बिल्ड हो गया था, राइट, विद द लाइन्स, एंड डोंट पुट ऑन सम रॉक म्यूजिक लाउड, which was why the Panagales did not hear the truck a few minutes later. So suspension और tension create हुआ जब मम्मी जो है जीन है उसने ट्विंस को बोला और डॉन ने रॉक म्यूज़िक लगाया, वो भी बहुत ज़ोर से, राइट. मतलब कुछ अनफॉर्चुनेट होने वाला था जिसके बारे में उसके फैमिली वालों को ही पता नहीं चला स्टार्टिंग में. So these lines build up to the high point of drama, that is the climax in the story, which is एक्सीडेंट. क्योंकि वो भी हमको काफ़ी देर बाद पता चलता है कि सैंडी का ही एक्सीडेंट हो गया है ना. तो ये क्लाइमैक्स था स्टोरी का एंड यू कैन से दैट वाज द मोस्ट इंटरेस्टिंग पोर्शन इन दिस चैप्टर. ओके, क्योंकि वहीं पर लॉब की डेथ हो जाती है, राइट, और उसके बाद जो होता है वो तो काफ़ी सुपर नेचुरल है, वो तो हमने सीखा ही है. नाउ लेट्स सी नेक्स्ट वन, क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. Do you think that the writer intentionally ends the short story mysteriously to allow the readers to draw their own conclusion about the dog that came to the Sandy's bedside at hospital? Rewrite the episode that you liked best in the first person point of view. You could write it from the perspective of any character in the story, including Lob. So here you can write the answer by yourself. The answer which I am sharing is just a sample answer. Okay, so you can write it by yourself and from any person point of view. मतलब father या फिर mother, मतलब जीन या फिर बर्ट या फिर लॉब या सैंडी या फिर ग्रैनी, राइट, जिसके भी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से तुमको लिखना है तुम लिख सकते हो. सो लेट्स सी द आंसर ओवर हियर. इट वॉज वेट एंड विंडी नाइट एंड द विंड वॉज हाउलिंग. I would much rather have stayed indoors, but wherever Sandy goes, I go. We were walking up the hill when out of nowhere a truck appeared and something hit me hard. I sailed through the air and all I could think was Sandy. When I woke up, Sandy was nowhere to be found. I had just one thought in my mind. I had to make sure my girl was all right. I began to walk, following her scent. I do not know how long I walked, but then I was in the front of bright building. The man at the door would not let me in. I sat there, staring at the door, until Granny Pierce saw me and took me inside. I trotted by her side, knowing I was finally going to see Sandy. And then I saw her lying still on the bed with all sorts of blinking lights and tubes around her. I cried aloud when I saw her. I willed her to speak to me. She stirred and called my name. I went closer to her and she touched my head. I knew then that Sandy was going to be all right. My work was done and it was time for me to go. So ये जो लिखा हुआ है वो किसके पर्सपेक्टिव से है? लॉब के पर्सपेक्टिव से है, ठीक है, कि उसकी डेथ हो गई, उसके बाद उसने क्या किया वो चीज़ें उसने लिखी हुई है. सो हियर दिस पैराग्राफ इज़ रिटर्न, और यू कैन से कि जो रीडर ने एंड किया है, जिस तरह जो राइटर है जिसने unintentionally or intentionally he has ended up the story through an abrupt ending, right? It was kind of abrupt और सब लोग सोच में पड़ गए कि लॉब कहाँ से आया, right? और वो लास्ट में सिर्फ उन्होंने लिख दिया कि he was dead. So इसीलिए लॉब के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से यहाँ पे आंसर लिखा हुआ है. You can write the point of view of whoever you want to, okay? सैंडी के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से लिख सकते हो, या फिर उसके पेरेंट्स, या उसके भाई बहन, और द आंट और ग्रैनी, whoever you want to, okay? Now let's move on to the vocabulary portion. So here we need to write antonyms. Antonyms means opposites, okay? So choose the correct antonyms for the italicized words. So italicized जो words है sentence में, उसके हमें antonyms ढूंढने हैं, मतलब opposite ढूंढने हैं. So let's see the first one. On this summer day, she was lying peacefully reading a comic. On this summer day, she was lying peacefully reading a comic. So here the word is peacefully, और उसका antonym होगा angrily and excitedly, because serene का मतलब होता है calmly, and absent-mindedly का मतलब होता है you are not thinking about anything, right? So इसका जो opposite है peacefully का, उसका होगा angrily and excitedly. Let's see the next one. Instinctively she shut her eyes and felt the sand being wiped off her face by something that seemed like a warm, rough, damp flannel. So instinctively, right? उसका मतलब क्या होगा? So instinctively means to do something without thinking about it, right? हम कोई चीज़ बिना सोचे करते हैं, right? जैसे कि मैंने आपको बोला था कि अगर आपके पास कोई चीज़ आ रही है तो आपकी आंखें अपने आप ही बंद हो जाएगी, right? You don't do it intentionally. वो intentionally नहीं किया. So you do something without knowing about it. That is called instinctively. So उसका opposite यहाँ पे होगा deliberately. Deliberately मतलब होता है intentionally, जानबूझ के, ठीक है? Let's see the third one. His owner, a grey-haired man with a limp, walked over as quickly as he could and seized him by the collar. Seized मतलब to catch something, right? तो उसका opposite यहाँ पे क्या होगा? Relinquished, right? मतलब रिलीव करना. Restored, confiscated and grasped का मतलब होता है पकड़ना, ठीक है? So उसका opposite होगा seized का relinquished. Let's see the next one. Sandy walked home miserably. So here the word miserably उसका ऑपोजिट क्या होगा? ग्लीफुली. ग्लीफुली का मतलब होता है हैप्पीली. ओके. Now let's see the next one. Which was why the Pengalis did not hear the truck hurtle down the hill and crash against the post office wall a few minutes later. So here the word is hurtle. Okay. और उसका opposite होगा amble. Because hurtle means to move at full speed and amble का मतलब होता है to move at slow and relaxed pace. Okay. Let's see the next one. The Western Counties Hospital is a large one, but by that afternoon it became noticeable that a dog seemed to have taken a position outside the hospital. So here the word is noticeable, right? और उसका opposite होगा inconspicuous. That means something which is not visible kind of thing. Okay. Noticeable का मतलब कोई चीज़ जो हमको दिखती है which was visible, और उसका opposite है inconspicuous. Let's see the next one. Mrs. Pierce was a very determined old lady. So determined का opposite होगा indecisive. Determined मतलब कोई चीज़ करने के लिए जो अगर ठान लेते हैं वही करते हैं, right? That is called being determined. The मतलब once the decision is taken, they follow that and they are quite on their decision. और उसका opposite होगा indecisive. The next one, all Lob's attention was riveted on the bed. So riveted over here उसका मतलब होता है it was attached to it. Okay, riveted मतलब fix हो गया था. किसका attention? Lob का attention सैंडी के बेड की तरफ fix हो गया. It was attached over there. So उसका opposite क्या होगा? Detached. Okay. So I think that this exercise is clear to you all. We would be moving ahead with the grammar portion in the next video. Take care and see you soon, students.